All right, and we're back. This is episode 136 of the Taproom podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. And oh man, am I excited about this one. Recording this one on a Saturday because I take off tomorrow for Dallas and I'll be in Orlando, so it's going to be gone for a couple weeks. But this episode is with Steven Torres of Gladiator Brews and Billiards out in downtown Covina. It's off of Citrus and Orange. Man, I'm excited for this one. Like, I always have obviously a soft spot for people that are always, willing to take risks in life and wanting more and then pursuing something that they love. And obviously I don't want to give away too much, but like being a mailman and then getting into, and then just having a love for craft beer, but then deciding, man, I want to get into this and just, went full bore with it, and I just think that's really cool. I mean, not a lot of people are willing to do that. So I have so much respect and admiration for people that do. But yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to you guys listening to the interview. We went for about an hour and a half, I guess, right around there. And man, it was just a really fun conversation. So looking forward to you guys hearing that. And if you guys haven't been out there, you definitely got to check it out. His beers are phenomenal. I want to say I had like 4 or 5, I think it was like 5 different beers there. And man, they were all killer. So you got to get to it. You got to get out there, check it out. Great beer, great person, and a great place to go hang out. So, all right. So yeah, recording this on a Saturday, taking off tomorrow. I will be in Dallas for a week, and then I head out to Orlando, trying to work on a recording while I'm out in Dallas. I'm trying to get 3 Nations, one of the brewers from 3 Nations on the show. So really, he seems like a really good dude, and their beers are really, really good. So hopefully I can make that happen. Fingers crossed. And then I'll be out in Orlando trying to get a brewery out there right now. So hopefully I can get that locked up pretty quick. But yeah, we'll see. I know a lot of people are probably so busy with Oktoberfest and stuff like that. So, I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed. If it happens, great. If not, what I was kind of thinking about doing was, because my buddy Edward's going to pick me up, and then just hitting a few breweries tomorrow, but then taking my lapel mics and just kind of doing like how I do in San Diego, just do like a brewery tour kind of episode. And then also when I get to Orlando, because I'll be out there by myself for a couple of days. So I'm going to Disney World, baby. Looking forward to that. And then also, but there's, the brewery, one of the breweries I want to record to is called Deviant Wolf. So I'm definitely going to go check them out there in Lake Mary. But then there's also there's like Crooked Can out there. There's Sideward. So I'm going to probably hit like 3 or 4 breweries while I'm out there of the days that I have to myself. And I'm going to try to record, just kind of do the same thing. Just do like brewery tour and then do like an episode like that. If I can get about 35, 40 minutes, we'll lock it in. So yeah, looking forward to that. Also, maybe I'll do a corn dog review over at Disney World. Who knows, But yeah, what else we got this week? The NFL back in full swing, baby. Packers are 2-0. Lord, please take care of the team. Don't let them get injured. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to like more football, right? I'm actually going to the USC game tonight. So tomorrow when you listen to this, it would have been yesterday. So hopefully they get a win. I took the over in that game. I think it was 55.5 roughly. So hopefully that over hits. I got 3 more games. Got a 4-game parlay going, baby. Got a 4-game parlay. One of them's looking pretty good right now. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Kershaw's final like home start, for the regular season was yesterday. Was on Friday. And man, like I have so much respect for Clayton Kershaw. Like, everybody knows I'm not a Dodger fan, but Kershaw, man, like kudos to him for like, he's one of the GOATs, and watching the kid grow up. I think it was like the first day he pitched, it was supposed to be Greg Maddux and Randy Johnson, but Greg Maddux ended up getting scratched out of the lineup and Kershaw got his first start. I believe that's what happened. But like, how cool is that? Like, people were coming to the stadium thinking they were going to see, 2 of the GOATs of all time, and they didn't realize that they were going to see a GOAT, or the one that was going to become a GOAT. So good for Clayton. Wonderful career. He got a couple World Series, and we might get another one this year. I mean, the Dodgers they always look good. I know the bullpen kind of but I'm sure they'll be fine. I'll be rooting for them. Let's see. Yeah, college football. There's some good games today. We got Florida, LSU. We'll see how that all plays out. But I'm always college football, baby. So it was a good time. Utah, Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech was winning last time I checked, but let's see what else we got before we jump into the episode. If you guys want to support the show, You can buy a t-shirt if you like to. It's taproompodcast.dashery.com. You can go to the link in the bio as well. I'll be rocking the Taproom stuff at Disney World, because it's going to be humid as fuck. So got to wear some light colors while I'm out there. And also, if you don't want to buy a shirt, I know times are tough. You can go on Spotify and you can give it a 5-star rating. You can do that on Apple. You can do that on the different platforms that you listen on. It's always greatly appreciated. It helps put the show in front of more people. So on like the discovery pages and stuff like that. So I greatly appreciate it. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and shut up now. I hope you guys enjoy the interview with Steven. And again, thank you. Just talking directly to you, Steven. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. And also shout out to Bridget from Burning Bridge. She's a sweetheart. She's a phenomenal brewer, and she lined the whole thing up pretty much for me. Tell me you got to reach out to this guy. You'd love to have him. I'd love to hear him on the show and stuff like that. So it was just a great time. And thank you, Bridget. Really appreciate it. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the interview and stay tuned for the outro. All right, guys, we're back in the tap room, and I'm your host, Mike. I have a very special guest on the show today. I have Steven Torres of Gladiator Brews and Billiards in downtown Covina. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother? It's good to finally meet you.
I know, yeah. Honest, thanks to Bridget. Shout out to Bridget.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, oh, man, you got to have him on. So I was like, all right, I'll reach out. We'll see what happens. And now we're here.
Yeah, she's great. She's doing good things, and she was my assistant over at Upshift for a little bit.
Okay.
She learned, and then she moved on to bigger and better things.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing good, though.
Yeah, I remember when I first started doing all this. Upshift was one of the breweries that I first looked at that I was like trying to reach out to, but I know obviously, things closed shortly thereafter. Yeah. But yeah, I always wanted to get someone from there on. So
okay.
we could have talked way back when, who knows? But yeah, man, so tell me about your journey, man. How did it all get started?
I started professionally brewing in 2014.
Okay.
At Taps Fish House and Brewery in Brea. So Victor Novak, brewmaster there, well-known legend in Orange County, LA. Got hired under him. I think right after Evan left to Noble, I came in and started under Victor 2014. I was a mailman before that for like 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I always say that. I was like, I was a mailman before that. But, and I just was a beer geek. Wanted to learn everything about beer.
Yeah.
Never really thought I would be a professional brewer, but I geek out on things. When I get into something, I go into it hard. So I read every book I could read and listen to podcasts while I was out on my routes.
Okay.
I used to listen to the Brewing Network, John Palmer and all of them while I was delivering. I probably listened to 2-3 hour podcasts a day on them, just nonstop. I was just going into it hard. I wanted to learn everything I could about it. And then met Victor while I was having lunch there one day, just random passing by conversation.
Okay.
And just told him I love these beers because I love classic styles. Like I was just telling you off the
yeah.
I love just classic, straight up, just pilsners. Like red ales and like that. So I remember he put on a Schwartz beer once, and I was like, whoa! No one ever was putting out Schwartz beers back then. This is like 2013, 14.
Yeah.
So I went down there for lunch to have this, and I seen him behind the bar. He was giving a little class, and we struck up a conversation. And he was just new. He could tell I knew what I was talking about, and I was a beer geek. And then he just said in passing, "Oh, we're hiring for an assistant brewer." And at first, I gave it no thought. I was the breadwinner at that time. Currently married at that time. And I knew with the post office and being dependable, I had a brand new son.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I know how much brewers make because I had friends in the industry at the time. And I go, I know how much they make. I don't think I'd survive at that salary. And I need the insurance and everything. But my wife at the time told me, just at least have a conversation and go hit him up. You love this place. You look up to him. You like the styles. I mean, this could be an opportunity. Yeah. So I did. While I was leaving, I kind of waved at him, called him over. And I was like, yeah, I'm interested in the assistant brewer job. So he's like, all right, cool. Come in so-and-so day and we'll have a conversation. And I did. As soon as I walked into that brewery, day one.
Yeah.
He asked me a few questions about like mash temps and everything like that. And again, I barely homebrewed, barely did anything, but I knew. He goes, well, if I wanted to do like a Scottish 60, what mash temp would you do? And I think I said like, I don't know, 152, 153. He's like, well, I would do 154, but close enough. You know what you're talking about. So we hit it off. he said, okay, come in for a real interview. And we came in for, I think he interviewed me like 4 or 5 times with the president of the company.
Oh, wow.
Because, and I agree to this now, but he's like, look, you got a great job at the post office, pays well.
Yeah.
People say they want to be brewers, but once they really get into it, it's grunt work, right? So I'm like, day one, I knew I wanted to do it. I fell in love. So they tried to almost talk me out of it because, you know, he knew my passion was there. He just wanted to make sure
of course
I didn't make a mistake. But I took a leave of absence. I had all this like 5-6 weeks of like leave and everything. So I covered myself there. But the first week I knew I was done. I was done with the post office.
Yeah.
I was a brewer. So that was 2014. 2015, we won a GABF brew pub of the year that year.
That's
GABF.
awesome.
So that was us. And then John Cusano, who started up Bearded Tang. He was in Corona. I was in Brea. I think he took like 3 medals. I took like 2.
That's awesome.
It was year 2 for me. So I was green.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it was an awesome feeling. It was crazy. I'm like, dang, there's no going up from here.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here. Yeah. So Victor 2014, late 2014, I think I was only working with Victor for, I would say 4 or 5 months. And I left the post office to work literally under Victor because the guy, again, he's a legend, knew what he was talking about. He did all the styles that I loved. So I was like, man, if I'm going to leave the post office to become a brewer, this is the best opportunity I could have, right? This is someone I could learn from.
Yeah, of course.
So he ends up, after one of these brew days, he throws me into the fire quick, which I appreciated now. I mean, I was literally brewing like 2 to 3 months in.
Wow.
I mean, barely learning CIPs, barely learning. I learned everything all at once, which was cool. That's why I wanted to be there in a brew pub setting because I didn't want to just be a brewer that only mashed in, only did hot side, or a cellarman who only did cold side, or a packaging tech. I wanted to learn every aspect of a brewery.
Yeah.
I wanted to literally do everything. So that was awesome. He did that. Like 2-3 months, I was already brewing. He sits me down one day and says, hey, let's go have a beer. And Victor's not a big drinker. So I was like, okay, cool. Sits me down. He's like, I just want to let you know you're doing a great job. I think you're ready. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I'm having a beer with Victor. He's telling me I'm doing a good job.
That's awesome.
He goes, yeah, I put in my 2 weeks. I'm leaving the Golden Road. I'm like, I go, Victor, I came here to work with you, man. What am I going to do?
We're trying to let you down easy.
It was throwing me into the fire, which hindsight, I appreciate it. And then he was always there for me anyways. He's like, look, call me anytime. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, so he did. I did. So we got a whole new team came into taps. Again, like John Cusano ended up coming and then, you know, a few others. And we did well. Great team, great brewers. Again, like I said, because we won Brew Pub of the Year that year. But I still remained really good friends with Victor. And he was just a great mentor of me, always called me, made sure I was good. And then he was building out the Anaheim brew system for Golden Road. Yeah. Across the street from Angel Stadium. And this was in build out, same size system, 15 barrel system. Had a good conversation and we always had a rapport. I was in his wedding. So that's how good friends we are.
Dang, that's awesome.
So I always said, like, we always told each other, like, man, I'd love to work with you again someday, you know. And then Golden Road came up. And I looked at it like, man, this would be a good opportunity. It's not up the street. It's right up the street. It's all the innovation for Golden Road. Yeah. So 15 barrel. We had 30 barrel. We had about, I think it was a 300 barrel cellar. So it was like 2 15s and like 9 30s.
Wow.
So I ended up making the decision of leaving Taps, which was great. Great guys, great team, made great beer, and they went on to be successful, and they built out, you know, the new Irvine Tustin one, and they did good. But I just loved working with Victor, and it was a good opportunity for me. So we went, and I helped build out the Anaheim brew system. Again, I'm only probably 3 years in at this point. Okay. So it was a good learning experience for me now on build outs, right? Like, how does this all work? How does glycol systems work? How does steam systems work? So it was a good opportunity to learn on that aspect. Again, as you can tell, I just want to learn. So we ended up, I went to Golden Road 2016, and I think I left 2020, right around the tail end of COVID. Okay. And I told Victor, I go, the only time I think I would ever leave, and I could go back to Golden Road and talk about that, but I think I told him the only time I'd ever leave is for opportunity for ownership.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what Upshift gave me. They offered me some ownership. So I had ownership in the Upshift.
Okay.
Became the brewer there, and that's that story.
Wow.
But Golden Road was probably the highlight of my career. I was there the longest. I know I had some backlash because of Anheuser-Busch, whatever, and I accepted that going into it because they're already owned by AB.
Yeah.
But I looked at it like an opportunity. It was the innovation brewery.
Yeah.
So the way I seen it is this is my opportunity to learn on somebody else's dime.
Of course. Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about cost of goods. I didn't have to worry about none of that. We could use whatever hop in the world we wanted to use, whatever yeast we wanted to use. We won't brew anything we wanted to brew on somebody else's dime. On top of that, I've done hop selection like for 4 or 5 years. They sent me.
That's awesome.
I've been to New York, Washington, D.C., served beer at the Capitol. They sent me to the MBAA. I've done that class, brewmaster classes, did all that.
Okay.
They took care of me. So I'll never say anything bad about Golden Road in my time there. It was great. But it was my time. It was, the growth. My next step up was Victor's job, brewmaster. I wasn't going anywhere. I'm not taking his job. So it was my opportunity to gain ownership into a brewery at Upshift, and I took it. They gave me some equity, sweat equity, and I became the brewer there. Down to a 10-barrel system. It was just me at the time. I was the only brewer. And then that's that story. And then that's when I brought in Bridget because I needed help. Yeah. These old knees aren't getting any younger.
I feel you.
And then, she was there, I don't know, maybe a couple months. It seemed maybe longer, but I honestly don't remember how long she was there. I got a shitty memory. But she did well. Her work ethic was great. And then I found out that we weren't going to make it. The brewery wasn't going to make it. And I told her, start looking because I don't want you to be without a job. And she ended up meeting Mike and that story.
That unsung,
yeah. So, and then unfortunately, Upshift went down. I was out of work for about 6 months. And in the meantime, I had friends in the industry. So I was helping out Chapman. My friend Brian Thorson over there is a great friend of mine. They offered me, just help them out to make some money. In that time, again, the brewing industry is small community. Everybody kind of knows everybody, especially when you've been in it for a little while. So I had one of my old Loeffler chemical sales reps message me, and he's way up north in Sacramento. And he's like, hey, how far are you from Covina? And I'm like, it's not far, probably 25 minutes or so. I live in Whittier.
Okay.
And so I'm like, why, what's up? He goes, I think I know somebody that's starting a brewery out there. Never been in the brewing industry though. Doesn't really know much, but he wants to open like a brew pub. Okay. Which is my style. I love this. I love brew pub.
Because you get to experiment and stuff like that too.
I don't have to worry about packaging anymore, canning, none of that. It kind of went after Upshift. I was getting a little jaded. To be honest, it can happen.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I don't even know if I want to be in the industry anymore. I just give me a 9-to-5 with some insurance. Yeah. I would love a 401k. But then after a few months, I'm like, nah, it's in my blood. I love brewing. And so I met Vic, the owner here, and met up with him a couple times, and he was really interested. And I'm like, all right, let's do this. Last June, got all the tanks sent over last June from China. From China. And offloaded them myself or with a few guys, but we pretty much did this all on our own with just some forklifts and rigging it. You see how it's all in glass. And you had to get it over that.
Oh, I bet.
It was tough. Broke a finger doing it. Oh, dang. Bit. Knees bad. It's blood, sweat, and tears, man. It was cool. So this is, again, I've helped with like the Golden Road Huntington Beach build out. I helped Anaheim's build out, but this is one that was from the very beginning, ground up. Love that. I kind of just, had almost full hands on this whole build out of the brewery. I didn't say I did it myself, but a lot of it was, my direction. So it's been good. Been good. Only been brewing here since probably February. Wow. So it's still pretty new. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm on like batch. Can I see my beer sheets there? I think I'm only on like batch. Oof. Let me get my old man glasses on here.
Oh, you're good.
And if I'm rambling, man, cut me off.
No, you're good. No, this is great.
I think I'm like batch 30 or some shit like that.
No, you're making this easy on me, man.
Really?
Less work for me.
Oh, once I start talking, you ain't going to shut me up.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, I'm like 30-something, batch 30-something. Okay. So it ain't much.
There you go.
So yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah. Oh, man, we're drinking the Mexican lager. It's really, really good, man.
Yeah. Gladiator Gold. So Mexican lager, and to all our beer nerds or craft beer enthusiasts out there that are listening to this podcast know better. So it's technically a Munich Helles.
Okay.
So I could do a real Mexican lager, but my love, the styles that I love are German lagers, German styles, basically.
Okay.
I love German styles. That's that's hands down my favorite. So
love it.
A lot of different German styles. So I wanted to do a Munich Helles, but I was like, okay, you'll see when we talk about the course that I have on.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have a Munich Helles on and then a Mexican lager on and then a Kolsch on and then a Pilsner on. That I love. I have 3 different light beers on, but like a fourth of Munich Helles. I wanted to make it a core, but how can I do that if I have a Mexican lager on? Then that body and mouth feels a little too close. So I go, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to make a Munich Helles, flip the script on everybody and just call it a Mexican lager.
There you go.
It sells 3-1 to everything else.
Dang.
It's just really because honestly, it's probably because you just call it a Mexican lager and it's gonna fucking sell.
Yeah.
I don't know. The beer's okay, but
yeah. I was curious about the name. Like, there's the story behind the name for Gladiator.
I'm still trying to figure that one out too.
Oh, there you go. Plus, because there's the number 8 in it, so like, obviously, like, it was out for the 8 ball, right?
Yeah, Vic, the owner, he says Gladiator is like one of his favorite movies. He loves that Gladiator theme. He drives a Jeep Gladiator.
Okay.
So I think it's both of that. Just in general, he just likes Gladiator themed stuff.
Okay.
You know, he has little figurines of gladiators and stuff. As you could tell, we're sitting next to one huge, gigantic gladiator on the wall here. It's that, and then he has a pool hall out in East LA.
Okay.
So called Gladiator. So the 8 ball is the Gladiator. Gladiator with the 8 ball in it.
Okay.
Is a little mashup of Gladiator themed and pool hall themed.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Next segment I have is called Flight School. So if you were going to be someone coming in, maybe not the craft beer enthusiast, right? But they're like, I want to try like a variation. They're coming in with their friends. They've never really gone to breweries. What would you give them? Oh yeah,
that's basically this clientele, right? You can tell like this is Covina, up downtown Covina. We're a pretty big restaurant, pool hall. So I already know a lot of people that are just casually going to be walking in aren't coming just because it's a brewery, right? Yeah. We're a full bar. We got food. We got pool tables. So I know there's going to be a lot of casual drinkers that come in here. So I have that mindset when I'm brewing. Yeah. So that's why I say this is Mexican lager. It's close. It tastes like a Mexican lager. It does, I bet you if I didn't tell you it's a Munich Helles, you'd be that's a good Mexican lager. Yeah, I would have thought that for sure. Yeah. So I put that in mind. I do a Kolsch and I just call it Gladiator Light. Right. Okay. That's their Mick Ultra drinker. Yeah. Right? It's actually lighter than a Kolsch. It's like Kolsch Light. Okay. Like super light straw. I love a good Kolsch. It's like 4.5%, super dry. I could give you some of that too. Okay. We'll taste everything. So I would probably do this one, the Mexican lager. I would do Irish Red. I would do the Schwarzbier, the Schwarzbier. Dude, those Schwarzbiers, man. When they're done right, they're so phenomenal. I can't wait for you to try this one. This is a GABF one. I changed the recipe completely after years of trying to nail this Schwarzbier thing. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Yeah. And then I'll probably do like a West Coast or a hazy or something. Just a little bit of a spectrum of everything. Of course. Then just make sure, like, hey, look. And I've had that conversation with even the bartenders here, right? Yeah. I'm trying to always educate, teach. That's what it's all about. And I just feel like if you could make that one small connection with that beer drinker across the bar, and just teach them one little thing, it excites them. That's the ignition right there, right? That's when they go, oh, I didn't know that. Just yesterday, actually, it was a little slow when I was leaving. It was, in the beginning of when they first opened at 4, it's still, people are barely getting off. So those first couple people are stragglers. So there was a little bit of an older couple sitting at the bar, and they actually were craft beer drinkers. They were talking about Lucky Baldwins, and I'm like, oh, you've been around. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And the wife ordered a Schwarzbier, and I was like high-fiving her. I'm like, damn, I don't see that a lot here, right? Yeah. I'm like, that's awesome when I see actually someone order the Schwartz, right? Because a lot of people will go, oh, I don't know what that is. I don't like dark beer and this and that. So I had a good conversation with another couple. The guy was drinking Irish Red, and I'm like, do you like dark beer? He's like, no, same thing, right? Oh, they're so thick and heavy. I'm like, let me give you a taster of something real quick. And I gave it to him, like, try this. And it's 5%, super light bodied, but you get all that nice little roast, chocolate, caramely, coffee, all that. Yeah. Like, just try this. And he's like, damn, that's good. I'm like, it's dark, but the misconception is that, you know, with the common drinker, right? Oh, yeah. There's that stigma around it where it's like, they think it's like,
like super heavy and super, like Schwartz beers are light.
Yeah.
Like they're not, I mean, even like, talking about Guinness, but like I love drinking Guinness, and it's like people think because it's dark or black that it's like, 12% or something like
100%.
that. 100%. And it's like 4.
Guinness, exactly. Guinness was part of that conversation as well. I'm like, I don't know why people are so scared of Guinness. It's lighter alcohol, lighter calories.
Yeah.
Easier to drink than most of these beers that are on draft right now. You know? But it's that misconception, So it's the education part is basically the bottom line, what I'm getting about.
Yeah.
So I'll make easy, approachable beers. Like I said, an Irish Red, a Kolsch, a Munich Helles, or Mexican lager.
Yeah.
But then I'll put on a really hoppy, somewhat bitter West Coast, hazy.
Love that.
An oatmeal stout, a little more robust I have on. So I try to put a little bit of everything for everybody. Yeah. Just so we can have those conversations like, hey, you're not a beer drinker, but just try this. You never know. You're going to find one day that you're going to be. Oh, yeah. My girlfriend right here, Virginia, doesn't drink beer.
Okay.
But she
How's that work? I'm just
kidding. I know. I'm just. It keeps me in line. That's what it does. But she'll try them. And then I think I did a Pog beer at one point. Okay. It was a Pog fruited wheat. All right. She was like, "Oh, that thing is so good."
There it is.
See, you could find some. You're gonna find your beer one day. Yeah, one day you just gotta keep trying it.
Oh yeah, and like going back to what you're saying about the connections and stuff. Like, I've always said, like, if you can build a trust with, like, with those customers and like have a beer tender that's educated on that side of it, they're gonna remember that. And then they're going to tell their friends about it, and they're going to want to come back because they're like, yeah, you know what? I went and tried it at this one place, Gladiator, and they told me all about this thing, and like, we should go check that place out again. And you guys have pool tables and food, so there you go.
It makes it easy. It's kind of an upscale dive bar-ish.
No, it's freaking, man. It's a gorgeous
nice.
setup. The way,
it's really nice. You got the Jumbotron up there.
Okay.
And they have UFC fights.
All right.
They do all he's going to have Sunday morning football. 10 o'clock in the morning, kickoff.
Brunch?
Brunch. Yeah,
there it is.
Brunch, which I haven't had yet. That's why I was excited. I even told you today, I was like, I haven't had that yet. And I was like, I'd like to try it.
There you go.
I try not to work on weekends, but, it is what it is sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't consider this work. Sitting around drinking beer at 10 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, and having a fun conversation. So for that flight, what would you give them?
I would do a Mexican lager.
Okay.
Will that fight a 5 or 4?
Oh, we do 4, yeah.
4. I would do a Mexican lager, Irish Red.
Okay.
Maybe not the Schwartz then. Maybe I'll do like a West Coast or a hazy as a hoppy, and then maybe oatmeal stout, something a little more robust on the far end of the spectrum.
Okay.
So little bit of everything on the color of the spectrum, body, everything, right? So Mexican lagers would be light, easy drinking. And then Irish Red, middle of the road, right? I always call Irish Red as like hits your middle of the road. It's not overly hoppy and sweet, but it's not hoppy at all. I mean, it's not overly malty and sweet, but it's not hoppy at all. It's just middle of the road, easy drinking, right? But enough character.
Oh, of course.
And then I would do hoppy, which will scare people, but you never know. Some people might drink it and be like, damn, this is good, right?
Oh, yeah.
It smells amazing.
Of course.
And then something a little more robust, just so you can take it from one side of the spectrum all the way to the other. So I'll probably do an oatmeal stout on the back end. A little more desserty, right?
Yeah, I used to love, like, when I first started, like, drinking more, like, craft beer and stuff like that, like, I would always go to Total Wine and try to find something new. And one of the, like, the stouts that I really fell in love with was, like, the Samuel Smith oatmeal stout.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Yeah, and that was one I was like, man, I remember trying it, and I'm like, damn, that's good.
I haven't had that in years. I wonder how it tastes now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you. Back then, I had it, and I was like, this is really good. It tastes like dessert.
Yeah.
I wonder how robust, and I wonder how that is now. Because, our palates change.
Oh, for sure.
Beers change.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to revisit that now.
Yeah, and I remember I used to drink Young's double chocolate stout.
Oh, yeah, that one too. The purple bottle.
Yeah.
Or blue. Or...
Yeah, I think it was purple.
Yeah.
But I remember the last time I tried it was maybe a couple of years ago. I was like, oh, man, I was like, I mean, it was still like, okay, but I was like, man, I probably can't have too many of these anymore.
Just should have kept the nostalgic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
No, I know. Sometimes you go back to it and you're just like, oh, man. But like you said, our palates develop. And like, even just from doing this part, like, well, this by myself now for a little over 2.5 years.
Oh,
doing
awesome.
That, like.
Damn, I'm late to the game, huh?
No, I mean, honestly, man, that's why I'm always like wanting to have more people, like, and to hear more people's stories. Because what I love is, like you mentioned earlier, you made a great living working at the post office, right? But you found something that you really loved, and you were willing to go after it, and like, and that's that's not always easy for people. Like a lot of people are willing to just be content and, not want to pursue something that they love. So
you're 100% right. So I remember at that point, I'm not good on social media anymore, but as you get older, it kind of, I'm busy all the time. I have my family. So I don't get on social media as much as I used to, but I remember at that time, I had a lot of craft brewers and craft beer nerds and geeks and friends who've become friends now over the years. I remember making a post, I think it was Facebook, and saying, look, guys, scary decision.
Yeah.
Do I do it?
Do I pull the trigger?
Yeah, I had to ask because I was back and forth. I was like, but I'm like, nah, this is something I want to do.
Yeah.
But I was scared, but my personality, what I learned is when my back's against the wall and I decide to do something, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. That's when I work best.
Yeah.
And just like I said, when Victor left Taps, it was just me in there. I'm like, I have to make this work. I remember, Daniel Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He came up to me. He tells this story to me all the time, which I didn't even remember him saying this to me, but he's always apologizing to me. He's like, I'm sorry I ever said this. I'm like, what'd you say? He's like, when Victor left Taps, I remember going up to you and be like, what are you going to do? How are you going to fill those shoes?
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, thanks, bro. Which is true, but I don't remember him saying that, but he remembers. He's always like, I'm sorry because look at you now. I doubted you at that point. I'm like, I would have doubted me too. I was only 2 years in.
Yeah.
So, but that's when I work best.
Yeah.
Pressure.
I love that.
I'm always stressed out, high anxiety, but I get the job done.
I feel the same way, man. I feel like, this is going to sound stupid, but whenever, with me and my brother, we would play beer pong all the time. And every time I felt like I was down in the game, that's when I felt like I played better.
Yep. Exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
So when I made that decision, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do the best that I could.
It's all you can do, man.
And like you said, you just got to take that chance and do what you love. And now I learned that from myself. I told my son that. I'm like, look, son, I go, whatever you want to be in life, do it.
Yeah.
Because if you do what you love, you're going to be great at it. And if you're great at it, try to be the best. And if you're the best at it, the money will come naturally.
Of course.
Don't focus on just the money. Just focus on being great at what you do.
Yeah.
And then the money will come.
Yeah, and then you're going to constantly evolve within the job, right? Yeah. And you're going to continue to grow and learn. And like you talked about, it's all about learning. Mm-hmm. That's what life's all about.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I say it on almost every episode, get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah, and that's truth. That's truth. That is truth. Because like I said, I passed that on to my son too. I'm like, just do what you love.
Yeah.
Do what you love. Don't worry about trying to get a high paying job and living life, because the stress and all that is still going to be there no matter what. I love doing this, but it is stressful.
Oh, of course.
It's tiring.
Yeah.
And so
that's why when I say find your beer, it means going out to a brewery and finding something you like, but it's also about going out and finding something in life that you love and you're willing to get after it for it.
Yep. Yeah. And congratulations on that too, on this thing. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry I found it so late.
No, you're dude.
My social network isn't as high as it used to be.
You're totally fine, dude. For me, and it's the more, and my biggest thing is about the show is just if I can get more people back out to tap rooms, that's all get people to want to come here or get people to want to go to other places, maybe get out of the house and stop. It's cool to drink at home or whatever, but dude, get out and, be around people. I know COVID kind of fucked that up, but.
Yeah. So like what you're saying, we try to get out, and Copa just started up, and that's a good buddy of mine, Jared Larson's spot. Well, he brews a beer there, so that's the closest for me to get out. I don't get out very much. Mm-hmm. Getting older, I'm always spending time with family or whatever. But
of course,
we try to get out, and it's a cool spot.
Yeah,
and Jared's a great brewer.
Oh yeah, he is. Love that. Because I know you're in Whittier. Did you ever venture over to 6740 or Whittier Brewing in La Bodega?
6740, Mike. I haven't seen him in years, but yeah, Mike is great, man. He's a legend in Uptown Whittier. Excuse me, I'm burping.
No, you're good.
Whittier Brewing Company. We've been to La Bodega before.
I love their brunch, man. They got some good food.
Food's great, man. The food's great. I love the meat locker when I walk in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hyper local. Yeah, Whittier Brewing Company, La Bodega. We've been to Copa. But again, like I said, I don't get out very often, but when I try to.
Of course.
I try to visit, at least support the homies, all the different breweries. I don't walk into places, though, and be like, you know who I am, or anything like that. Or just even announce I'm a brewer. Like, I just don't do that. I just want to go enjoy a beer and,
I got you.
And support, under the radar.
Oh, no, I get that.
So... But yeah, we try to get out. Oh, and then we go down to the Boulevard. I heard that's the podcast I heard you on. Yeah.
Okay.
So we go down to the Boulevard. We live right there. Like I grew up in Pico, so and Virginia lives in Pico still, so that's my neighborhood.
There it is.
So we go down to the Boulevard and hang out, have some beer, pizza, and hang out there. Pupusas are good there.
Okay.
So yeah, little stuff like that.
Love it, man. So the next question I want to ask you is questions, because it's the 4-pack. The 4-pack question.
Mm-hmm.
What's one beer that never leaves your fridge?
Swami's. She's laughing.
There it is.
She even knows. She doesn't know
Pizza
beer.
Port?
She's like, Pizza Port.
Yeah.
It's just a classic, easy drinking West Coast, and it's bang for the buck on that one. It's a 6-pack for like, what, $15?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't have to think.
Yeah.
Get in
there and crush
You know
it.
this probably already too. Like a lot of drinkers, I don't overanalyze. Sometimes I just want a beer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to just sit there and break it all down every time. It's too mentally exhausting. I just try to turn off my sensories and just have a beer.
Yeah.
The other one's Pacifico.
You can't go wrong.
I just drink Pacifico just when I want a beer.
Yeah. One of mine is that when I can get it, is like golf beer from Evans.
Oh, okay.
Like that, because I know it's like, it's light, it's crushable. I can have like 12 of them in the pool and be fine.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had an Evans in a while.
Yeah. They got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Next question, because I know we talked about like you being in the post office. If you weren't in beer, what would you be doing? Maybe not the post office, but if you were doing something else.
You got me. I was going to say, I'd probably just still be a mailman, almost retiring already. Damn. Oh, shit. What would I be doing? I have no idea.
Or what did you want to do as a kid? Like when you were little, like what did you want to be?
Honestly, I wanted to be a school counselor or work with kids, and I wanted to be something like that, like just help.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a degree in psychology and be a counselor.
Love that, man.
Not so much a psychiatrist or anything like that. I just wanted to be like a school counselor and help guide people and help them out.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably that. That's a good one.
Okay. Next one, if you can collab with any brewery in the world, or in the United States or in the world, who would it be and what would you make?
Oh, Cantillon.
Okay.
Only because it's so crazy how they do that. Like spontaneous fermentation, sours, and and take John and just be like, how are you getting all this? How are you doing this? And just how they blend and that learning. It's just, again, I'm all about learning. So I want to learn every time I do any kind of collaboration, even with my friends. Every time, and you probably heard this already.
Yeah.
But brewers love to collab with it. It's literally friends, and you just pick something up off each other.
Oh, yeah.
I want to learn something from that person.
Yeah.
So, and that's so crazy off the charts, some crazy sour lambic or or a goose or something, just to learn that actual process. And probably that, something different.
All right, I like it. And last question of the 4-pack is, what's a guilty pleasure you secretly love or not so secretly love?
Burritos.
Okay. All right, what's in the burrito?
I could eat a burrito every day.
What's your go-to? Like if you had a go-to burrito spot, and then what's in it?
I like Mr. Giant right there in Uptown Whittier.
Okay.
Yeah, they make a good wet burrito. Lengua is my thing.
All right.
I love lengua. Lengua, carnitas. Asada is a good meat to know if the place is good, right? It's kind of like taking your Mexican lager at a brewery and tasting it and be like, all right, if you can't do this right, you've got issues, right? So carne asada is that benchmark, right? If you can't do carne asada right, I ain't trying anything else.
Oh, yeah. I say the same thing about like pilsners and lagers. Like usually if I go somewhere, I'll try that. And then if that's good, then I know more than likely it's everything else is going to be pretty good. But yeah, because I love to cook, so I'm always making something. But like usually I'll make like a chorizo, like I'll make a chorizo burrito wet. So I'll do like beans, papa, and chorizo.
Oh, you're making me hungry right now, man.
And I always do it half red, half green. So I'll do it. What is it called? Divorciados?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that sounds bomb.
I know, my mouth watered a little bit. I do that with my chilaquiles too. I'll do half red, half green.
Now you're really talking. Chilaquiles. Oh, green or red?
I'll do both sometimes. I prefer the red, but I'll make both.
I like green.
Yeah.
I like green.
I'll do it with the fried egg and all that good stuff.
Oh, super runny?
I like mine like over hard.
Oh, okay, okay. I like them runny as all hell, man. I want it to look like slop on my plate, like a mokel. Gross.
Love it. Wanted to ask you, so obviously being in downtown Covina, you guys have been open, you said, what, about 3 months now?
Yeah,
4 months?
about March.
So, like, obviously, I know downtown Covina because I used to go to, like, Lincoln House over here all the time, and, like, Red Devil Pizza and all that.
Oh, okay.
But how do you incorporate, like, local culture into the brewery?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, still being new, it's a little tough.
Yeah. But I guess just finding out, like, your clientele and then kind of doing that.
A good one would probably be, I mean, we're on Citrus Ave.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably the easiest thing I could have thought of. This a no-brainer, but I did a beer called Citrus Ave. It's just a fruited wheat with tangerine and carrot orange puree.
Okay.
So just a little homage to, Covina and the orange groves and everything and being on Citrus Ave.
Yeah.
But taking part in, again, we're still brand new, but we already took part in local, right across the street. Yeah, I think it's Heritage Park. They do like festivals there and everything. We pour beer for the locals and helps bring people in and having that conversation connection.
Love that. And then being on Citrus too, like the foot traffic.
Yeah. Weekends, I heard it gets crazy.
Yeah.
So, and Laugh Factory's opened up, which
I
didn't even know. I didn't even know it was here before I started working here. I was like, okay, there's a Laugh Factory over here.
There you go. So, go see some comedy, some stand-up.
Oh, I love comedy shows.
Love
comedy shows.
Love that.
We're gonna go see Matt Rife in October.
Okay.
At the Honda Center.
Nice.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, wanted to ask you because I mean, because I was always curious, like, do you have like a favorite hop, like, or because obviously you're using different ones in different styles. But do you have like a favorite one that like, or at least one right now, or like, because I know like Hyper Boost is big, and this actually came from Bridget. Bridget's like, oh, you should ask him this.
Oh, okay. What is her question?
Oh, it was kind of just like what kind of like your favorite hops to use, but then also like obviously like the trend right now is using Hyper Boost and stuff like that, and like what other kind of stuff do you like other trends you feeling?
Yeah, the West Coast in the tank for GABF and Alpha King right now has Hyper Boost and Dyna Boost.
Yeah,
and some abstracts. Those are my homies.
Okay.
Abstracts is another new flowable liquid form cold side product to help enhance aroma.
Love it.
So I love. She probably asked this because I'm a hop geek. Again, going to hop selections. I love I have hop farmer friends like Siegel Ranch. John Siegel's amazing. I use a lot of it. In fact, I got his anchovy on right now. It's called anchovy.
Okay.
It's a hop. It's a shitty name.
Yeah,
I had to take it off the menu as anchovy, even though no matter how much I explained, there's no anchovies. It's not fishy. It's not this. They just assume. And I had to literally just call it a cold IPA with a single hop cold IPA and take anchovy completely off the menu because it wasn't selling, dude. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But, it's a great hop. Super watermelon-y, sweet candy, Jolly Rancher. I geek out on hops. I like different hops.
Love it.
Although the West Coast, standard core West Coast is Mosaic, Citra, Nelson, Simcoe, your standard usual suspects, right?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I love using stuff like Cashmere, Matueka, even Michigan stuff, Michigan Chinook.
We're seeing Crush a lot, too.
Crush I have in our hazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's in everything now.
Yeah, that was 586. So I used Crush, and the hazy is Crush, Matueka, and Nelson.
Okay.
Nelson. That's in the hazy. But I actually overthought it, and I think that's why Bridget told you to ask me this, because when I was at Upshift, I was geeking out too much on hops and being too creative, and the normal drinker wants a standard West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
Nothing against the standard drinker, but I was like, but this one's got all this cool tropical red berry fruit and these orange creamsicle character with this pineapple on the back end. And it's just got all this bursting complex flavors. And it would just sit there. It would be like, too fruity, too sweet, too this. I'm like, damn, you want dang.
I love the passion, man.
Yeah.
I love the passion.
So I love trying different hops. I've used a lot of hops. And every time something new comes out, I try to incorporate it in some way just to try it out. I love doing single hop. beers. So
I love that too, because then you can really find like those notes within it. And then like one of the things I was talking to the marketing director for GABF yesterday, and we were talking about like how like, how palates evolve and stuff like that. What I would kind of do is I would have one, like a glass of something, and then another glass of like, like a single hop, and then another glass with maybe multiple hops in it. And then you can try to like, you have a sip, and then you come back to this one just to try to find those different characters within that other beer.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'll do I'm starting a series here called Cue Ball Series.
Love it.
It's a cold IPA base.
Ooh.
So even lighter, super blank canvas. First one was anchovy.
Freaking love it.
I love doing single hop beers for that exact reason as well, because it's my learning experience. What does this hop do? Hot side, cold side, full on bitterness, oil content, everything. And then it also helps that customer kind of learn their hops as well, because they're trying something like, I haven't heard of this hop, or I see it a lot, but I don't know what it actually smells like, tastes like, incorporates into any other beer. Let me try it on its own. And then now you have that understanding of what that hop does. And then hops nowadays are so complex.
Oh, dude.
Where back in the day, they would be like, oh, single hops aren't great because, they're one dimensional. It's kind of this and that. But man, these dual hops, like, can be with high alpha, high oil content, can do so much, and they're so complex on their own. They can stand up as a single hop. I mean, most of them, not all, but these hops can actually stand out as a single hop IPA and give you a nice complexity as well in flavor and aroma. That being said, let's get another beer.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll hit pause.
2-1. Cheers.
Cheers. We're back.
Yeah.
Got the Schwartz. Man, I think it was my buddy Nadav. Well, he lives in Israel now, but he does like had brewing operations out there. But when he worked at Long Beach Beer Lab, he had the one "May the Schwartz be with you."
Oh yeah, that was an easy one. I think everybody always wants to name it that. Oh, this is Dark Horse.
Oh, that's delicious, dude.
Yeah, it's fresh.
I'm going in for a second drink right away.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited for this one.
It's called Dark Horse?
Dark Horse.
Okay. The only reason I'm making the connection is because because I'm still a comic book nerd. I've been since I was 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
My dad would take me to up in Monrovia. We would go to on Friday nights. He'd take me to go to the comic book shop, and then we'd go get a burger.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'd walk up to this little burger spot up the street and then up downtown Monrovia or uptown Monrovia, whatever it's called. And I always loved like a Superman, but I was like Dark Horse Comics. They would always make like crazy like Batman versus Predator.
Oh, really?
And stuff like that. So it's like I would always read a lot of Dark Horse books. So when I heard
I might take that. I'm gonna say, oh, I named it after the comic.
Yeah, there it is.
So when you ask me,
yeah,
how did the name come up? I don't know. It just someone said it, and I'm like, cool, that's the name.
Yeah,
it goes with the theme, I guess.
I love it.
I mean, you could tell I'm lighthearted about everything. No, there's actual thought to it, but yeah.
No, it's great though, man. And that's honestly really, really good. Like, kudos to you, man.
It's one of my favorite styles, and man, at Upshift, I was, and Victor has a great Schwartz recipe, but again, we're all individuals, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make it my own, so
I
changed things up, and I've been working on a Schwartz beer recipe. I mean, my brewer friends all say, "Oh, your Schwartz was great."
Yeah.
But I was, and you probably already hear from brewers too, saying take JBF comments or beer comments with a grain of salt because they're all over the place. And of course, it's true.
Yeah. Like it could be packaging too. Right?
Yes.
Sometimes that happens as well.
Yeah. My Schwartz comments went from "this is fantastic" to "this shit sucks."
No.
So I was never knowing, and I always wanted honest feedback, and people would either be really, really liking it. Victor even thought like, it might be a little light on the body, but I'm like, Schwartz should be, in my head, Schwartz should be a Pilsner, but black or dark.
Oh yeah.
So as I was diving deeper into it with Schwartz, Schwartzmith's?
Yeah.
So Arts District.
Yeah.
David's awesome over there. I went down to Schwartzmith's and tried all these different beers, all the ones that were winning. And I'm like, and then I was invited to Lagerville, Fig Mountain, last year or 2 years ago now with Upshift. And I tasted that winner, actually judged. And as I was tasting them, I was like, all these ones that are getting high marks have a little more body on them than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which goes against what everybody says, right?
Yeah.
And I know Jason Ogopogos, he
I
won
love that guy.
medals with his, and we had a quick conversation.
I was going to mention their Schwartz earlier because it's so good.
Yeah. Jason's awesome. So I'm kind of just, I kind of threw that recipe almost all the way out the window and started over on this one.
Okay.
So this is my first time ever just changing this recipe.
Well, it's great.
First time brewing it here, everything. So I'm like, and I'm tasting it. It's got body, but you can't tell.
Yeah. It still feels light.
Yeah, because again, with recipe development, there's other levers, right? There's different things you can do. I could add all this body into the beer, but make this thing still so drinkable with water chemistry, with IBU, with all these different characteristics that will actually help make it still drinkable. So if I told you this thing finished at 3.8 Plato, you'd be like, hell no, that thing's going to be sweet. But you're trying it, and it's like, no, it's not.
No, it's great.
So I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm going to enter it and see what kind of shitty comments I get back.
There you go. Hey, you never know, brother. Next question I wanted to ask you is a memorable brew day, or a fun brew day story, and then we'll get into your worst brew day.
Oh, fun. I think anytime I brew with a friend, it's fun. Again, just any kind of collaborative. Just because I've been brewing by myself from Upshift, and here I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of lonely in there. I talk to myself a lot. I'm singing to myself a lot.
Okay.
So when I actually do get to brew with friends,
Love
it that collaborative, it's a memorable day for me. Yeah. I remember every time I've ever brewed with anybody.
Love that.
It's memorable. So I know that's a easy cop out answer, but it's genuine.
Well, what are you singing in the brew house?
Oh man, I sing anything. If it's on the radio, I'm singing it.
Okay.
Shit. Like, what am I playing or whatever?
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Because that's the one I was going to jump into that. Because Taproom tunes. What do you listen to while you're brewing?
Actually, I again with my ADD, I guess I'm all over the place. I listen to everything. It could go from like blues, the '90s hip hop, '90s R&B to Metallica to like podcasts.
Love it.
I listened to your podcast in the Taproom. I was catching up on that.
Okay.
Since I got on it. Yeah, a lot of great friends on there. Great brewers that are friends of mine. So I'm like, let me see what they got to say.
Yeah.
I listen to craft beer and brewing a lot in the brewery.
Okay.
I actually been going back. I actually read the book, but I'm going back and hearing the audio book of tasting beer.
Okay.
And I recommend that book to anybody that ever wants to learn because it gives you everything.
Yeah.
It's a great book. So I've been listening to that, geeking out, basically.
Love it. Isn't it crazy, though, like when you could go back, like maybe you read something when you were younger, right? And then you come back later on and you pull something different from it. And
you're
like
100%.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to retain 100% of everything you read.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
I say whenever you go to a conference or a school or anything, what I was taught back in the day is if you can retain 10% of whatever you learn, that's an accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go back, you learn another 10%.
Yeah.
Now you're at 20.
Yeah.
Go back, another 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep, and that's why I went back and started listening to tasting beer. There's a lot of stuff in there. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that.
I don't remember that.
I don't know that. I don't just read things once and then be like, I know it all.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to keep, and I just listened to it and I already still probably forgot stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a constant wanting to learn still at this point. 11, almost 12 years in, just still wanting to learn. Stay humble. Like, 100%. Don't think you know it all. I tell brewers this actually when I train. Oops, I'm sorry. I train brewers, I always just say, it's probably one of my most common phrases is like, the minute you think you know it all, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Because this just like a lot of business or, industries, but this one specifically, it's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
It's always changing.
Mm-hmm.
Practices change, ingredients change, hops change, process, everything changes. And if you don't stay up on it, you're going to fall behind.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're arrogant enough to think you know it all, then you're going to be left behind.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel the same way even about this show. Like if I were to go back and listen to episode 1, I'd probably be like,
yeah.
Even though I know wasn't bad because I had a bunch of people tell me like, hey man, it was really good, whatever. But still, like, I mean, I don't want this to feel stale ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why, trying to incorporate new questions or new segments, stuff like that to try to keep it fresh because it's one of the things I loved, like when it comes to talking to brewers, it's never good enough. That you're constantly wanting more and like 100%. Wanting to like, I made this gold medal winning beer. And then like, it's like, but I can still kind of play with the recipe too. So
they're still going to shit on it. But like, you're 100% right. It's just a constant change and evolve and, make it better. Make it better. Oh man, I looked at you're right. So to your analogy of your first podcast, I looked at some of my old brew sheets and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What was I thinking? How much calcium sulfate did I use in that shit? Damn.
Well, that's what we do. As human beings, we continue to grow and we evolve and we do stuff like that. So as long as that's what you're doing, man, that's, you can't ask for much more than that. So
yeah. Cool.
What was your worst brew day you've ever had?
Worst brew day?
Yeah. Could be a stuck mash or just a long day.
Oh, there was a lot of stuck mashes and long runoffs, long boils.
Mm-hmm.
I, for some reason, didn't get my crush right and just was like, why is this 3 points under my gravity? This was at Golden Road. Victor, I'm going to boil this fucking beer for 3 hours.
What did he say?
That's common. That's common for every brewer. I think stuck mashes are common. I did an Imperial Stout at Golden Road too. And we didn't use the granite at the time, which was dumb on my part.
Mm-hmm.
Big old heavy mash, Imperial Stout, super sticky and running off, and it actually collapsed the plate.
Oh shit!
This is why you have a grant. And so that was stuck.
Wild.
And then it gets to a point, if nothing comes out at all, you got to open that manway with it wet.
Okay.
And it pours out. You got hot grain, wort, everything else spilling out. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the brewery, I have no shame. We all make mistakes, and I've made some.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. Early in my career at Taps, the one I remember the most, and it's one of those, you make that mistake once, it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
And I trained this, is that I made an IPA recipe, and I was all proud of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use all these hops. And at that time, it was probably like Falconer's Flight or something. It was something like that. First time using Mosaic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was done. I was getting ready to transfer it to the bright tank.
Okay.
Doing a final hop dump on it. Typically and I remember at Taps, the bottom of the fermenter, the elbow was way under the tank, the valve.
Yeah.
So you had to almost crawl under the, now they have the extension almost in front of the fermenter. The valve was way under the tank. I went to do a final, so I hook up the hose to do a dump into the hops, and I finish, and I close the valve. As soon as I closed that valve, it popped off.
Oh, shit.
So typically, you always want to, as things get cold, they loosen up, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you always want to tighten that clamp first before you even touch that valve to make sure it's tight.
Yeah.
I didn't. The one time I didn't, right? And I go do a dump. I go under and pull the hose off, and with the hose came the whole valve.
Oh, fuck.
And I had IPA, hop still all up in it, just blasting at like probably 15, 12 PSI.
Jeez.
And if you ever seen Taps and Bread, it's small in there.
Yeah.
It's just splashing all over the windows. And I don't know how I did it, if it was adrenaline. I actually don't even remember, but somehow I was able to still get the gasket and the valve, fly under the tank head first while it's still shooting out, and get that valve on. And I think I ended up with probably 4 barrels of that out of a 15-barrel tank.
Dang.
Which was impressive, especially under that high of a pressure. I don't know how I did it.
Then you call it a limited release.
Very limited. I remember the president came in one day to the brewery. He's like, man, you just made the most expensive beer in Taps history.
Yeah.
This is like 8 kegs of this really expensive IPA.
Mm-hmm.
And that cleanup, there was just hops and beer all over the brewery. It was just a nightmare. That was probably the worst. Golden Road, I knocked during the build out, it was just me and Victor. I didn't have a team yet, and we had a team of like 4 or 5 there. Head brewer. But during the initial years, the first year during the build out, it was just me and Victor. And Victor's busy, right? He's a brewmaster,
of course.
So I was basically doing most of the work and physical work in Anaheim myself. And at that time, we had barrel program. I was moving full barrels, whiskey barrels, behind the tanks late at night. It was already probably like 12 hours of work. On 12 hours. I was tired. I shouldn't have been working, or I shouldn't have been operating a forklift at that time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially by myself in the warehouse. And I'm lining up all these barrels with the forklift, and I'm getting a little too close to the back of those tanks on the glycol, and I barely nicked one, and it popped off.
Oh, shit.
And I think it was our first or second, one of our first beers in the tanks.
Dang.
And it happened to be the one that's full of beer. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And we have 11 tanks and only one is full, and I hit that one.
Dang.
So I jump off the forklift. I run across the brewery. The first instinct you do is turn off the glycol, right?
Yeah.
Shut the valve so that way glycol doesn't just keep pouring out.
Yeah.
Well, glycol's slippery.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already draining toward the middle of the brewery. I go running for the control panel to turn off the glycol, and I slipped on it.
Oh,
boom,
shit.
like a cartoon, up in the air, landed on my back.
Dang.
And I'm like, oh, adrenaline kicked in. I still got the valve closed, went up with the ladder, closed the outlet on it, and isolated that tank. I saved a lot of glycol, actually. This is just amazing on that, too, what adrenaline can actually do.
Yeah.
But then I go, I guess I got to Sani a new tank and transfer this thing right now. Already 12 hours in. I was there till like 3, 4 in the morning.
Wow.
I had to transfer it into a tank. Turns out that beer also had some polyphenolic character, which we had to dump anyways. It had an off flavor in it. And I was like, I just keep tasting this beer, and actually I'm actually blind to it, but Victor tasted it and he's like, it's not good, we gotta dump it. And I'm like, fuck. Dang. And I just remember I transferred, I did a 16-hour day for nothing on this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
That was a nightmare. But it was my fault.
Those are the days you just want to get home and just fucking not do anything.
Oh yeah. Give me a fucking beer.
Yeah. Or 12.
Yeah. Well, those are probably 2 of my most memorable fuck ups.
Okay.
You know,
I mean,
I tell that story all the time. I don't care. I share it.
You said we learn from it, right?
Yeah, yeah. No one's perfect. If someone says they never made a mistake in a brewery, they're bullshitting you.
Yeah. Next question I wanted to ask you. So you can have a pint or 1 pint with any historical figure or anyone in history who you sit next to.
That's a crazy question. I was like, damn, who in the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first thing that popped in my head was Ben Franklin, because he's a beer drinker.
There you go.
And he did he was into everything, right?
Yeah.
So like, dude, how do you come up with lightning rods? And why? But I think another one, and this just came to the top of my head right now, was Babe Ruth.
Okay.
That motherfucker was a drinker.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to hang out with Babe Ruth the day before he has a pitch.
Yeah.
Because that guy, apparently he partied like crazy in the bullpen or whatever, you know. Smoking cigars and drinking in the bullpen, and then going out and pitching and hitting home runs.
I know.
But I think I think the Great Bambino would probably be unique.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun, man.
Not that I look up to him or anything, or that he's great, but I think just off the top of my head, I'm looking for people to drink.
Yeah, just sit down and have a beer with him.
Yeah. Like, how do you do it, man?
Yeah. I was trying to think of mine, because I'm always trying to think of different ones, but I thought of, like, the one I was thinking about the other day when I sent you the questions, I was like, probably Andre the Giant.
Oh,
because
classic.
He was a big old drinker. Him or Ric Flair, I feel like one of the two.
Ric Flair's
like the Nature Boy would be like, because he just wants to party. I mean, 1 pint would turn into 27 probably, and I'd be on the floor, passed out, puked, myself.
At least you said people I recognize. I was like, I know you're a big wrestling fan from what I heard on the podcast, and I'm like, I used to watch WWF.
Oh yeah,
that's my age.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about WWE. I'm like the Superfly Snuka, George the Animal Steel.
Oh yeah,
what is it? Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov.
Classic.
All the old, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. All those classic ones. That's the only wrestling I know.
Love it.
I even had the little figurines when they came out with the ring.
Yeah,
they used to make the little figurines. Yeah, you shoot them across with the ropes.
Oh yeah, dude, it's funny. I think I still have some of those in my car. Like, because the other day, like, they had found like some of my old toys at my uncle's house, and they're like, "Do you want these?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Maybe I'll just give them out like to breweries or something like that when I do it."
That's.
Cool. I think I have a big Boss Man over there. So
it was like the big rubber, like hard rubber ones.
This one's like the hard plastic, where they're like the ones that are like that big that came in the little blue ring or whatever. Yeah.
Oh man, I had that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'll see what I have back there, and I'll I have one with, oh gosh, he wasn't called Gladiator, but I can't remember what it was. Warlord, but I can, maybe we can put him up and hide him in the brewery.
I'll put him in the brewery.
There you go.
Make something people assume like, what's that?
Yeah.
Look, I'll put it around top of that control panel right this.
Oh, there you go.
See it.
Just a couple more questions, man. This has been super fun.
No, that's cool.
Thank you.
We could talk all day.
Yeah. Mount Rushmore breweries.
That's a good question too. My Mount Rushmore. First couple on the West Coast is easy. It's probably too simple. Russian River's got to be one of them.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Vinny's a great brewer, always innovating. He's a good example of never stop learning, never stop innovating, learning from other people. Everything they make is great.
Yeah, it is.
And that's the thing. That's what I look for in breweries. Is like, I know if I get a Russian or Firestone's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Brennelson's an amazing guy, just a good human being.
Yeah.
First of all, but he's so nice. Doesn't like the non-pretentious thing, right? He talks to anybody and everybody. But anytime I go somewhere and I see Firestone Walker, I'm like, I know I'm gonna have a good beer. I don't even have to think about it.
Love it.
And that's hard. Inconsistency in a lot of breweries. We both know this. It's hard to go to a brewery and try something new, and you're like, oh,
of course.
So I know if I'm going to Russian River, I'm getting a great beer. Firestone Walker's another one. Mount Weinsteffen would probably be up there. They're innovative, not innovative. I mean classic.
Mm-hmm. And that's a loaded question.
Yeah. It's subjective, so there's no wrong answers.
Yeah, of course.
There's so many. It's just hard. Like, what do I pick? I'm trying to be different.
Yeah.
Like I said, try to go different with a Cantillon. That's another one, but I haven't drank sours in a long time, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Give me another one. Four. There's four, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, how many are Mount Rushmore?
You're good.
I need one more, man. I know I'm missing some great breweries that are like right in my face, and I just can't. I'm drawing a blank.
It's one of those ones when you get put on the spot. It's like when you ask like your top, like your favorite movies, and you're like,
oh, that's hard too. Yeah, I got a lot of them, and I just can't think of about one right now. Let's see. I don't know.
It's okay.
Third one, fourth one.
Yeah, it'll come to you. It'll come to you maybe before we finish up. It'll come to you.
Yeah.
What about movies? Since we're talking about movies.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
Yeah, but it could be any genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, any genre.
Tombstone,
banger,
Big Daddy,
classic,
or Happy Gilmore. Anything Adam Sandler, early Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I love like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, it's a classic.
Yeah, I love. What's his name? Does Pulp Fiction?
Oh, Tarantino.
Tarantino movies are great, like Kill Bill and all that shit. I love that.
Love it.
Dumb comedies, Spaceballs.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
I love dumb shit like that. Naked Guns and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Airplane. I'm easy.
Like Police Academy and all that stuff.
Police Academy. I'm very easily entertained. So, and I laugh at anything. So, stuff like that. But like, yeah, a lot of old, like Saving Private Ryan, Full Metal Jacket, those type of movies.
They're great.
Like I said, I love Tombstone, comedies. Yeah,
there's so many good ones out there.
I've learned to accept the rom-coms because
I watch them. Yeah. I'll admit it. Like even by myself, I'll be sitting in bed eating some food, watching a rom-com.
We were just talking about Notebook the other day.
Hey, I'm not gonna knock it, dude. I like that
that's
movie.
Not a rom-com, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cried.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. I mean, there's a few movies that have made me cry in my life. One of them is La Bamba.
Yeah.
La Bamba always makes me fucking cry every time. She's like, did you say Richie? Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Oh, don't cry.
Yeah, that one was like Rudy. Rudy always gets me.
Rudy, I did cry in Rudy. Yes,
yeah.
You're right. Oh, that's a great movie too. I love that.
We Are Marshall, I think.
Sandlot's one of my all-time favorites.
Great movie.
Yeah.
So good. But there's other times I'm watching other stuff and I'm like, why am I feeling this way right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Again, I'm emotional. Like,
oh, so am I.
I'll cry. Yeah. I cried on freaking cartoons.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I was literally watching something the other day, and it was just something like nothing crazy, but I was just like, well, I'm like that deep breath you take before so you don't lose it, and I was just like, what is this happening right now?
It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah. Oh, I know that, but I just like something, because I mean, I'm really like open about like, being able to like talk about stuff and like emotions and stuff like that. I have no problem with that stuff.
You're like, but that took hitting me right now.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to sit here, have my coffee and watch something on TV, and then I'm ready to bawl. Like, what's going on here?
That's me, man. I don't know what the hell. I just accepted it at this point. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie theater like, oh, man, I'm yawning like, yeah, right.
Like, what is there, a cat in here?
Yeah. Who's cutting onions up in the movie theater?
Yeah.
Let's get another beer.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's grab one more before we finish up.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back. We got the West Coast. Mm-hmm. We'll try it right now, but we were just talking about how we're, you mentioned Pico earlier, so I asked you, like, if you guys, were from there. And it turns out we both graduated from the same high school.
Yeah, Rancho, man.
We graduated from one of the best middle schools out there, Burke.
Burke Middle School? Burke Falcons?
There you go.
Yeah. Did you play RBA?
No, a bunch of my buddies did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I grew up at Rivera Park. I was always there.
Yeah. I played, like, football, like flag football and stuff like that. I never really got into the other stuff, but then I ended up liking coaching later, which was weird. But
that usually happens, I notice.
Yeah.
I always notice people that had the interest, they didn't really play, but had that interest, turn into coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Salud.
Cheers, man.
Yep.
Oh, we'll jump into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Be honest, man. Rip that shit apart.
No, I'm not. I just smelling it, I knew I was gonna love it.
Oh, okay.
On the nose, that's delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because trust me, there's time you'll know my tell, and because I don't talk about it on the show as often, but if I don't really say anything about it, then it means I'm kind of like, all right, it's not really for me. Yeah, but I'm also not going to say anything bad about it either.
Yeah. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah. I mean, and that's like, and don't get me wrong, there's times where like I love one thing more than I love another, but all three of them, this like, oh man, it's probably because I love the Mexican lager or the Munich Helles, but this one and the Schwartz might be tied for my, for my top one.
I agree to that.
Really, really good.
Yeah, my go-to is probably this one, and this is off the tank.
Yeah.
So
and then you're sending this one. I'll say you're sending it over.
And, Alpha King.
Yeah.
First year entering Alpha King. My homie Jared won. So I know. Like, I got to come after him,
dude. No. So that was
Jared
I love
from Copa.
That story was so awesome. So with me and Jared, because we did the Brewers Roundtables, me, Jared, Dario, and Danny.
Danny, little Danny Gaskets.
Oh yeah.
That's my homie.
Yeah, and Dario from Vernon.
Dario's awesome too, dude.
We're actually getting beers tomorrow.
Oh, really?
We're gonna
Tell him I said what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna grab a couple. Every once in a while, like we try to get together and have some beers.
He was next to us when we were at Golden Road. He was at Carl Strauss with Steve, and he'd bring his beers over. Yeah, and be like, "Can you try this? Try this." And I was like, "This guy's." You could tell he had passion because he's interested.
Oh, he loves it. Yeah.
Oh, Dario's great because like he is the epitome of what you say. Like, just here, I want your opinion.
Yeah.
Teach me. And
100%.
He's open. You could tell he's like,
yeah.
He would ask questions at time. He's moved on to bigger and better things. He's a great brewer. And I don't not to say he was back then. He was learning, but I know he's a great brewer. When I see him, I don't see a lot of people too often, but I see Dario. I go, yeah, Dario's cool.
Oh,
Dario's
yeah.
awesome.
I love
little Danny Gaskets is killing it.
Oh, he's crushing it. Yeah, he won at
he's won a couple medals now.
Yeah,
man. I'm like, you little shit.
Yeah.
Danny, I love him. He's great too,
so
but
funny.
he's just an easy target for a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
we love to give him shit, but he's a shit talker too. So you got to give it back to him.
Yeah, when him and Dario are together, it's just like it's just elevated and it's great.
So we went to Upshift when we were at Upshift last time I went to JBF because I missed a year, right? Because got to work. Last time we went up, it was a little Danny. I think out of all of us was the only one to win a medal that year. So it was me. We all took a picture together. I have it on my Instagram. I think it was like me, Jared, Evan, even Price.
Yeah,
was there in the picture. We all didn't have shit, and then little Danny just sitting in the middle, like all proud, like fuck yeah, dude. I'm wearing my medal. I'm the only one, you fuckers.
Yeah,
I'm like, you earned that shit, dude. Good job, man. I'm proud of him.
Oh yeah, what was cool about Danny too, like when I first went and interviewed him, and we're talking, we've obviously become really tight ever since, but. He would joke around. He's like, my system's so old. He's like, so we started calling it
Toast. I brewed on that once. We did a collaboration. We're at Taps.
Yeah,
with Jared at Tustin. Oh man, that thing is.
Yeah, we started calling it the cast iron pan.
Yeah,
because it was so old. It's that pan that's been passed through the generations.
Jesus, that thing. They got to use rice holes like on every batch.
Yeah, but man, everything
burner goes out.
Yeah, everything they make there is super good, and they have really good food too.
Oh, they dialed that system in.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
John Porter.
Oh yeah. Dude, how was that not like the greatest name? Like he was destined to be in beer.
Right?
Yeah. And now he's doing it at Smog. And I mean, he's a white whale for me. He's one I've always wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's super nice, soft spoken, really nice guy too.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you to oh no, I remember what I was getting at. The story with Jared and them.
You gotta get Victor on. I gotta get you Victor's.
Oh, if he's up for it, I would love to do that. What is it called? The Brewers Roundtable. Jared, what the beer he won for Alpha King, he's it's sitting in the tanks. It's not ready. You guys can't try it.
Oh,
and then
this ain't ready. I'm like, fuck it, try it.
And then he freaking did it, and I was like, the son of a bitch won Alpha King.
Yeah,
I love you, Jared.
You didn't even get to try it.
Yeah, we didn't get to try it, but that was like the running joke after. We're like, guy wins Alpha King for the beer, and we didn't even get to try it.
Yeah, that's why I go to Copa, dude. Jared's a great brewer.
Oh yeah,
he started a little bit before me when he was at Tustin. I was at Taps.
Yeah. Such a great guy. Like when I got to interview, because I remember I just reached out. I was like, "Hey man, I like your beer. Would you ever be interested?"
He needs to fucking pump his chest out a little bit more. But I get it. I'm the same way. I shit all over my own beers all the time.
What's really cool though, like I remember one of the conversations we had, and I think it might have been the Brewers Roundtable one, and he was talking about how because he has a family. He doesn't always have the opportunity to get out to all the different breweries and try all the new things, like all the new trends and stuff like that. So he was telling me, he's like one time he's like, I was thinking about like, just keeping this particular beer the same way I've always done it. But then like, he had new guys come in and they're like, hey man, maybe we can try this. He's like, and then he realized, he's like, yeah man, I'm not the one out there. He's like, I got to listen to these guys.
That's very true.
Yeah. And it's like, so sometimes people get so like, set in their ways.
That was me at Upshift.
Yeah. They don't want to change. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have someone like that's willing to be like, yeah, dude, like I need to listen to these guys.
I did that with Bridget.
Yeah.
I was like, she would give suggestions and I was like, Mr. Hard-headed ass, like I was telling you, like, oh, I want to try all these great fucking hops and we're going to do this. But they weren't selling. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, and Bridget was honest with me, which I appreciated. She was like, they want dank now. Yeah. I'm like, I remember when OG, which was onion garlic back then, they called it OG, it was off flavoring hops. Like, I remember OG was like, you didn't, Mosaic OG was bad. You didn't, Columbus, you didn't want that, right? Yeah. And when fruitiness came out, and I got stuck with that, it was stuck in my head. And I'm like, no, they want dank. They want dirty, stanky armpit, sweaty socks. Even like Kern River made a beer called Dirty Hippie. You ever heard of that? Yeah. Yeah. So like, that's the thing now. And that's why I went this way. I go, you know what? I got to bring it back.
I love that.
And I added the bitterness back to old school, not as bitter as like old school Stone, but like, I'm like, it was like a pendulum swing with West Coast, I think. It was just like, it went from super 100 plus IBU, over the top, pill your tongue, burning, to when Hazy's came out to just the American IPA, which was a little more body, no bitterness. They kind of incorporated the hazy way of hopping, late hopping, just whirlpool late hopping, no bitterness with the West Coast. And even I was doing that. And I was like, and I feel like it's kind of coming back to the middle. Like, all right, let's keep it West Coast. So this is West Coast, not American. Yeah. And I was like, I want some bitterness. I want a little bite. I want a balance. Because especially with all the amount of hops you put in this shit. So what people need to understand, I guess, is the more hops you use, the more oil content. Hops at a high level adds body. Perceived sweetness, right? Because of the oil content. Yeah. So you could make a 75 IBU IPA with all this oil and it won't taste like it, right? Yeah. So, or you don't add enough bitterness, but you load the shit out of it, dry hop it at 4 to 5 pounds per barrel. I've done it up to 6-7 pounds per barrel before, and it comes off a little sweeter. Yeah. Because of the oil. Everything, there's a factor in everything, right? Water chemistry, bitterness, oil content, malt character, mash, finishing gravity. All these things come into play. So it's a perfect balancing act with beer. So like on this one, I'm like, I want it dry, bitter, and another thing, I've been out of the loop with a lot of people having conversations, but my own mindset was like, I'm adding a fuck ton of hops in the kettle now like old school. Like I'm doing 60, I think I do a 20-minute edition, a big 20-minute edition, and I think I do a 5 and a fucking huge whirlpool. Okay. And the mindset on that is layering, right? Yeah. I want somebody to smell the beer, have that big aroma. But if you notice, like on hazies or anyone that does late hopping, it's all front end, right? It's kind of just falls flat on the back end. So you get all this aroma, which is great. And then you get a little bit of flavor and then boom, it's done.
This from beginning to end.
Retro nasal.
Yeah. Like I said, as soon as I went in there, like I was like, I knew I was going to like it just by smelling it. And then I drink it. It's not like overly lingering or anything like that, but you can get that punch, and it does have like a dry finish too. Yeah. And it's not even completely red. I can only imagine how good it's going to be when it is.
You know what's crazy is I got my brew sheets.
There it is.
Watch. It tastes super dry, right? Your tongue's a little dry right now.
I love it.
Watch.
Dude, for me, like I love a good like.
You know what this finished at? What? 2.5 Plato.
Dang.
That's. For me, I like dry.
Yeah, so do I, dude. I love like a freaking...
When you hear something's 2.5 Plato, you kind of think, all right, this is going to have a little body on it.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of body on it. But it's fucking dry.
Dude, I love a brute IPA.
The bitterness. It's a balance.
Yeah, and it's just like you don't see like... a lot of times they won't put brute in there. Like when I did the collab with Dario for the pod and, in Burning Daylight. And my brother did the can artwork. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's badass.
And it was called Brutes of Our Labor.
How long ago was this?
We brewed it, and we did a brew day in January, and it came out in February.
Oh, I missed it then.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures of, the thing. Cool. It came out really, really, I was so excited. And it was like the first time ever doing that. I mean, I did like a homebrew day with a buddy of mine.
Did you use the Amalo 300 or something there?
Gosh, no, we did I think maybe. I'd have to ask Dario
to try it out.
Yeah, honestly, I was just there Dario, tell me what to do.
Yeah.
But I had to mash in, and there's no rakes. I was with the paddle.
Oh, yeah.
My arms were on fire.
That was me at Golden Road end up shift.
Yeah.
Fuck, 1,400 pounds at Golden Road. Just 7 in the morning. I sweat like crazy. And I was like, there's sweat in every single one of these beers. You got a little salty from me.
Yeah. And when I tried doing it too, I was doing my thing, right? And then all of a sudden, Dario was like, dude, try this. Or this is a technique.
There's methods, yeah.
And that made it easier. But initially I was just like, dude,
there's a little technique
burning
to it. I got some bad tennis elbow at upshift when I was doing it by hand as well. But I looked at it like, dang, I don't get to work out very often anymore. At least this is my only workout. Yeah. Now on a little 7-barrel, I got rakes.
There you go.
I'm like, shit, that saved me.
There it is.
But what were we about to say? Something about that. It's
all good. I mean, I just have a couple more things for you. The last two questions. The first one being,
I was going to say you should come down and brew.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We can do. I'm down to do
whatever style you want when I get open line.
Yeah.
Come down and
I'm in.
Think of a style that you like and we'll work on a recipe together.
I'm down.
Get that recipe developed. That's the best part.
Oh, I love it.
Recipe development is freaking the fun part.
Oh yeah. So fun.
Geeking out.
Yeah. Wanted to ask you if you can give anyone, so if someone that was thinking about getting in the industry, obviously the way it happened for you, if you're going to give somebody advice because they were really thinking about it, what would you say?
You got to love it. Easy. You have to love it. It's a passion job.
Yeah.
If you don't love this, then it's going to become a dirty, grimy job. Because people think we're hanging out drinking beers all day, and it's not. It's a steam room in there. It's a sauna.
Yeah.
You're on your knees.
You're cleaning 90% of the time.
Half of the brewers got carpal tunnel or fucked up elbows because of the clamps. And, climbing up and down ladders and up and down the brew deck. And mashing in. It's a grimy job.
I bet.
It's mostly cleaning, scrubbing floors and everything.
Yeah.
But you have to love it. If you love it and you know that I'm sweating my ass off today and it's fucked up and I'm stressed out and my glycol's not working, my chiller went out, or I got a stuck mash. But knowing you got through that, you're able to react.
You still love it.
And you love it. When that beer hits the fucking line and that customer drinks it and they go, damn, this is the best, West Coast IPA I've ever had, or this is fantastic. And they don't know what you went through to get to that point. That's the gratifying part. Yeah. So there is gratification to this. That's the best part, is knowing that your blood, sweat, and tears went into this. They don't know it.
Yeah.
And when they drink it, there's an end result, right?
Yeah.
That's the best part. So you got to have the passion and the love. That's it. Bottom line. And work ethic, obviously, right? Course. You got to fucking want to clean, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a dirty brewery, your beers are dirty, bro. It's embarrassing. I get embarrassed. I look at it like a toilet.
Yeah.
You have a dirty toilet at your house, and you have guests over with a dirty ass toilet. That's embarrassing to me, man. That's like when I bring in visitors into the brewery. I'm that insecure about it.
Yeah.
I scrub floors. I clean tanks. I wipe down stainless.
Oh, I was telling you when we were in there, I was like, dude, the brew house is immaculate. It's so clean. One of I would say there's one of the brew houses, a campsite.
Yeah.
When I go there talking to Christian, that place is immaculate.
Yeah,
when you go in there, it is, things are shiny. Just like yours. So, dude, when I walked in, I was like, fuck, it's a clean ass brew house.
I gotta find these pictures for you. You want to know immaculate. The most beautiful brewery I've ever seen that I can't even believe they make beer is New Glarus.
Okay.
Out in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So when I did the Master Brewers program, it was out in Madison.
Okay.
They took us on a tour of New Glarus, and you talking about every piece, and they hard pipe everything.
Yeah.
They're like manifolds. Every piece of stainless that looked, this brewery is huge. This is a production brewery.
Oh, yeah.
It was not one water stain on it. Not one little drop of water on the floor. It doesn't even look like they brew there. Yeah. We passed by the maintenance room.
Yeah.
dude, their maintenance room looked like a fucking kitchen. I was like, you could eat on those floors in the maintenance room.
Love it.
That is amazing.
That's
what I want to be. I want to inspire to that.
That's great, though.
It's beautiful especially because this is naked, right? This is behind glass, right behind the bar. Make it presentable.
Yeah. Oh, dude, even for me, because I'm not I like to clean, but I also I love to organize.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go into my closet, there's my watches are right here. My ties are right here for all the other crap I got to do. And then everything's kind of set up a certain way. I like it that way. But then I'm also constantly reorganizing and putting things different.
You're good.
I like to do that, though. Even all my bookshelf, because I'm a big reader. Like we talked about reading.
I wish I was like you.
Dude, I love reading, man. I don't know how many books I have in my room, but they're everywhere. But they all have to be the right way.
Yeah,
I like it a certain way.
Yeah, I love that. I love that about you. I wish I had that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You just heard what I said.
Yeah.
In my real life?
Yeah.
Fuck no. I'm disorganized. I think I'm sloppy, dirty, and like.
Well, let's ask
she'll tell you. She's very organized.
Okay.
I'm just. It's so crazy. I do. Yeah. It's like the brewery is like it's the sanctuary for me. I'm super organized, and you got to learn how to multitask in a brewery.
Oh, 100%.
Every brewer will tell you it's time management and multitasking because you could turn an 8-hour day into a 12-hour day real quick.
100%.
So if you don't know how to multitask, if you don't know how to manage time, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So those are all things I'm not good at. I don't read because again, I told you the ADHD thing is I've read brewing books, but I had to read them 4 times to even try to comprehend.
I get it.
So reading, organizing, everything that you should be as a brewer, not in my real life. It's crazy. But I make schedules and have a calendar for the brewery for myself.
Yeah.
And multitask like crazy, and I'm very efficient.
So you're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So
you're a certain
that's
what, she's laughing because that's how it is.
Yeah.
My car outside. Oh, it's not here. My car outside looked like it's been abandoned for 6 months. Oh
man, I got the last 2 things I want to ask. First one.
Oh, they put it on mood lighting.
There you go. If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Tired.
Okay. I think
that's a joke.
Oh, no, it's funny because I think somebody, who was it that I talked to recently? And that's what they told you. They're like, yeah, tired. I think that was their thing. Yeah.
I'm tired. Yeah. Resilient.
Okay.
I think resilient. We all go through our ups and downs, and we all have trials and tribulations in the brewery or even personal lives, and getting through them.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a light on the end of the road, and stay positive.
Yeah.
And negativity will always be around. People will always be negative and try to tear you down and just in general, and just staying positive and looking forward and living a good life.
Yeah.
That's,
one thing I'll say, if I would have had to describe you, I would say, because there's people that are like, oh, this kid has it, or this guy has it. I would say you have it. When it comes to all the stuff that you do and your journey and wanting to learn and stuff like that. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you, man. That's nice. That's a good compliment. And it's hard for me to take compliments too.
Hey,
so
it's all good. I feel you. Last thing.
And you're doing a great job too, man. I got to throw it back at you.
I appreciate you.
This is a great podcast. I keep apologizing for being so late to
the
show.
No, not at all.
I've been listening and I'm like, this is cool. And like I said, you have a lot of, you had Andy on. That's a good friend of mine.
I love Andy Lincoln.
Andy's, I text him very so often too. And he's amazing. You've had a lot of great brewers on and great friends on. And
you know what I love too is people guys like Andy, he's like, hey man, I think you'd want to have you I'm gonna give your number to this person and then set something up. There's been so many people that are like, hey man,
I gotta do the same. I got a list.
No, and that's great.
You had Rob on.
Yeah, Rob great. Scott. Yeah,
I love
great.
Rob. You gotta let's see who. Oh, you gotta get. Herbie. Brian Herbertson?
No, I don't think
so.
So
when on my craft beer journey, I left out the quote unquote very short homebrewing time. I only homebrewed a few batches, and it was with Herbie. At that time, he was Herbie Homebrew.
Okay.
Before he was a professional.
Love it.
And I drove to Riverside, and I homebrewed a couple of beers with him.
Yeah.
He is one of the nicest, most positive, coolest fucking people you can meet.
Love that.
And his little dog Sherbert.
Okay. So it's Herbie and Sherbert?
Yeah. Sherby.
There you go, Sherby. There
but
it is.
I got to get you. Herbie's amazing. He's well known. Everybody knows Herbie because he's great.
1,000%.
I got to get you Victor's number.
Okay.
Novak. Yeah. I don't know who else you haven't on.
I mean, whoever wants
I'll give
to
you
do
everyone. I'll dox everybody and just give you everybody's number and be like, I don't
go.
know who gave it to him.
He found it some way.
Yeah.
Like he took my phone.
Yeah.
Last question, and this is going to be Pico based. What's your order at Casa Garcia?
Oh, it used to be the chile verde.
Oh, the chile verde.
It used to be, I say. And we literally, Virginia and I just had this conversation. I think it was like even last weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, Casa Garcia, I mean, everyone does the nachos, but like, and I love Casa Garcia. I even have a Casa Garcia shirt.
Okay.
So at Golden Road, one of the higher end like sales guys or something like that, his wife is one of the owners.
Okay.
And I didn't know this.
Casa Garcia?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And he told me one day, he's like, you're from Pico. You ever heard of Casa Garcia? I'm like, who from Pico doesn't know Casa Garcia?
Remember when it was a little fucking small place next to the Montgomery Ward?
Next to the Montgomery Ward.
Yeah.
Right. That's when it was good.
Yeah.
That's where I'm about to get controversial.
Yeah.
Not to knock them, but I just feel like it really isn't the same right now.
Yeah.
Like I've had it and I'm like, maybe again, just like beer, maybe my palate's changing.
Yeah.
But
you
I'm
get older,
like,
you know. Stuff happens.
Yeah, not that I hate it. I still love it, but it's not that nostalgic Casa Garcia of back in the day from the Montgomery Ward one.
Oh, yeah. I still probably go more often than I should.
Yeah. I love Casa Garcia, though. That chile verde is fucking amazing.
And you know they make breakfast nachos now?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I went there, like, I didn't know that till a while back. I was like, I went on their thing to try to just order some regular, and then I saw breakfast. They have chorizo and egg nachos.
But I get the
I get the chorizo and egg nacho fries now too.
I didn't even know they had that. I know they were doing breakfast, but I didn't know they did the chorizo and egg nacho. I had the chorizo. Virginia lives 2 minutes from there.
Okay.
So like she would bring me, and I'm in like Los Nietos areas. I live by Pioneer.
Okay.
She would bring me chorizo burritos. The chorizo is fucking great.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I go just across the street from there. I mean, like my dream job was Blockbuster, the one that was right there.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid. Yeah. I racked up a lot of late fees for my mom.
Was it Blockbuster or Hollywood Video? Or did it go to Hollywood
Video?
No,
Hollywood. So there was a Blockbuster on that side of Whittier.
Mm-hmm.
And
on the other side, yes.
Yeah, but on the other side,
In-N-Out.
Yeah. But then the Hollywood Video was right there.
Yeah, by
shopping center
where the Target is.
I racked up a lot of late fees there. When after my mom would pay him at one spot, I'd go back to the other one.
Yeah.
And just kind of go back and forth. Because then I knew I was going to get in trouble.
Friday nights, my dad would go like, I want to go rent videos. And my eyes would light up because I want to go rent video games.
Yeah, same.
Dad, can I rent a video game? Can I rent a video game?
Yeah.
And I have that shit for like 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
End up just keeping it.
Yeah. Then they went out of business, so it was okay.
I know I had all these Hollywood video games.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Oh, man. But I just want to say thank you again, man. This has been super fun.
It's been fun.
Thanks for making it easy, man. Like, because I said, you were talking, and I love that because then it's like you feel comfortable and you don't have to worry about anything else. So.
Yeah. It's been great. And thank you for this too. You know, it's an honor. You know, it goes both ways. Yeah. You know, so I appreciate you inviting me and actually having me on.
Of course, man. We got to do it again. Maybe we could do a Brewers Roundtable.
Dude, I'm down. I'm down. Wherever you want.
All right, I'm in.
We'll get, and I'll shoot you a whole bunch of phone numbers. I'll just text you everybody's phone number and be like, but like, I think for sure you got to get Herbie on.
Okay. I'm in, man.
Yeah. And then you got to get Victor on too.
Sweet.
Victor is a huge full of knowledge, and he's great.
I'm in.
He's not only a great friend of mine, but he's a mentor.
Love that.
So, yeah.
Well,
and anybody else you want.
Okay.
If I have their number, I'll text it to you.
Yeah. They'll be like, hey, sorry to bug you again.
Blame it on me. I don't give a shit.
No, but man, thank you again. And for everybody listening, like if you guys are in the area or anything like that, come down to Gladiator. Let's remember, it's Gladiator with an 8 instead of the A in Gladiator. Brews and Billiards it's off of Citrus and Orange in downtown Covina. They have, I've heard nothing but great things about the food, and obviously the beer is really great, and you got pool tables, all that stuff. So
yeah, we can grab a pizza if you like, or we like to go to what's the spot right here? Fogo. There's dang, my memory sucks, but
that's
there's
all good, dude.
Great Mexican spot right here.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. Jim Wiggins over at BSG came down and visited me, and he's like, "There's a spot right here," and he took me there to go eat, and I was like, "Damn, spaces."
Okay.
Bomb.
Nice.
I got to give you the name when I pick
all right.
it up.
I'm in.
But
thank you again, brother. This is so fun.
Cool.
All right.
Peace.
Cheers, everybody. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it was such a great conversation, great time, and great person, great beer, great brewery. You got to check it out. Again, it's in downtown Covina off of Citrus and Orange. It's like, who doesn't love beer and who doesn't love pool? I mean, get out there, go, play some pool. And then also they have brunch there. They have great food. They also they have like an event space and stuff like that. That's really cool. So go check it out. Obviously it's a great place, and go support your local brewery. Next week's episode is the Thomas and Liam from 8-Bit. Man, what a fun one. We went over 2 hours. I think it was about maybe 2.5, maybe it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. I can't remember. But man, it was a fantastic episode, and hearing their stories. And honestly, if you haven't been out to 8-Bit, you gotta, in Murrieta, you need to go. Make a day of it, because they have, 8-Bit out there. They have Solaris out there. They have Electric out there. Go make a day of it. Go support your breweries, man. And then the week after that is Tio of Crowns and Hops. That was I think we went over 2 hours in that one too. So some good ones coming up. Looking forward to you guys hearing those. Oh, and also Level Up has leveled up. I can finally say it. They've expanded within the, so it's a much larger tap room now. They have a little side part now with more games and more tables, more chairs and barrels you could sit around and stuff like that. The Beers Killer, his 1-year anniversary is coming up next month. So get out to Level Up and support my boy. Man, I promise you won't be disappointed. He has a new one called Brewsylvania, like Castlevania. We came up with that the other day. I said, oh, dang it. Dark Shadows, I think it is. Brewsylvania Dark Shadows. It's a black IPA. So bomb. So, like I said, get out there and support. And just like I always say at the end of every episode, don't forget to support local, drink local, and find your beer. Cheers.